6. Oh, we're just now live. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the Worldwide Women's Circle Cycle 6 opening ceremony. Woohoo! Got our circle leaders here. And, you know, the intention for this circle is to just stay connected with each other, to call in some new guardians and allies that have been showing up, and talk about what this cycle means, as well as talk about some of the new, what's being birthed this cycle, and some goals and intention setting. So we celebrate all of our circle leaders, past, present, and future. And we're gonna just get right into it. So let's start with a little drop-in. And this is where, Jesse, you're gonna be taking on reading the prayer. So let's close our eyes, take some nice deep breaths. I'm going to light the heart flame. This is the same candle that we've been tapping into. This candle and flame represents the collective of women who have joined us in the past, who have joined us, who are joining us now, and who will join us in the future. This is our heart flame. So as Jesse reads the prayer, connecting into that flame, connecting into that oneness of who we are. Go ahead, Jesse.
Okay. To the south fire, welcome us. I call on you, wolf. Come. Show us how to embrace our wild spirits and trust our intuition, and release behaviors that no longer serve our spirit's purpose. Open us up with your mother's call. Light the fire that burns deep within our womb. Show us how to transform the dark into the light. To the west, welcome us. I call you bear. Come bear. Show us how to set boundaries, ask for what we want with no expectations. Show us how to be in solitude and gentleness. Show us how to love like a mother loves all of her children. We give gratitude and connection with the cycles. To the north, welcome us. I call you deer and horse. Come deer and horse. Deer, show us the way to nurturing situations and people. Show us how to trust our gut instincts and be gentle with ourselves and others. Horse, show us how to free ourselves from the emotional and physical constrictions and lead us to seeing how powerful we are. Guide us to create community between family, friends, our ancestors. We thank the ancestors of this work, the women who came before us, our mothers, our grandmothers, our grandmothers' mothers. Hold us close, guide us, and keep us safe on this journey. We honor you. To the east, welcome us. I call you Hawk. Come Hawk. Guide us to seeing a different perspective on situations, accepting things as they are, and show us how to stay alert and focused in creating the task in front of us. We open our hearts to this vision of coming together. Help us connect all over the world, spread our wings and fly. Show us the love, that love knows no borders. To the earth, welcome us. We call you Mama, come. Thank you for allowing me to be a channel of divine love from which you rise. To the universe, welcome us. We call you Papa. We are curious like children. Help keep us warm at night and remind us when we are lost. And to me, welcome me. I know I am at best when I am present in gratitude, grounded and with love. I am an anchor for connection and resource for women everywhere. I am leading the way. I thank myself for saying yes to the Worldwide Women's Circle. I welcome the guides and
Keep going.
Oh, okay. I welcome the guides and guardians of the Worldwide Women's Circle lineage of past, present, and future to be here. Aho.
Aho. Thank
Aho.
you. That was wonderful, and I love your ads, Jessie. That was really beautiful. So let's feel into that. You know, there's power. There's so much power in what we're creating together. That's what really brings the power. Yes, us individually, what we're doing, and us stepping into our leadership, but when we connect and when we take that time to bring that connection in, that's when the magic happens. That's what women are called to. They see this happening all over the world, and they're like, yeah, this is good. This is the juice. And it is. So I wanted to sing a song. I wanted to sing two songs, actually. Some of you may have heard these songs, and I know Doralee knows these songs. So feel free to sing. The first one is Yachts Away, and it's the women's honoring song. And the way that so the two songs work, the first one is welcoming the women, and the second one is clearing the energy, and it's called the Cedar Song. So I'm going to do Yachts Away 4 times, and then we'll do the Cedar Song twice. Doralee, you got it?
Yes, you want me to sing along?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And when you, I know, this is just put you on the spot. You're showing up. Here you go. Here's your part. So if you don't know this, the words are very simple, and you will catch on. And feel free to sing. Yachts away, yachts away, yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away,
Yachts away,
yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yeah, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away, yachts away. All right, we're going into a little bit more of a clearing energy. So if there's anything that's ready to go from you, I think it's time. It's going to just go now. Ready? And just to bring in that sacred power, I'm going to light some sweetgrass. Okay, since we have such a small group, I think that we should go around and see. Let me go to my notes. Yeah, let's go around and just give a brief check-in. How are you? Where are you at? What's going on in your world? And try and keep it to about 1 to 2 minutes so we can talk about all the other good stuff. And I'm going to use the red-tailed hawk feather as the talking stick. And I'm going to put it in the middle, and whenever you're ready to pick the talking stick up, you can unmute yourself.
All right, I'm going to pick up the talking stick. My name is Dorley, and let's see. I'm doing really well. I've been discovering a lot of not necessarily new things about myself, but a new understanding. And it's been really beautiful. I'm in another circle, and we had to create an eagle tablet, and it was just interesting the way that I was visioning and like embodying the energy and the process of creating this piece. And I didn't really realize how important that element is to me when creating something, whether it's a writing something, a prayer, a dance, or something physical. And it's just been really nice to discover, to remember this important element for me, and knowing that, even if the process takes me a few extra days, it's just the process that I need, and that's been really powerful. So that's been kind of like yesterday and today, journeying and discovering. But so that's just like what is most present for me right now. But yeah, I'm super excited to be opening this next chapter with all of you for the Worldwide Women's Circle, and I'm really excited to see what comes. So thank you, ladies.
Aho.
Aho.
Hi, it's Kelsey. I'll pick up the stick next. Thanks, Dorlee, for your share. I don't know what the Eagle tablet is, but it sounded really powerful. And I got curious about it. It sounds really, really powerful, so that was really beautiful. I just got back from 2 months in Mexico. I'm back 2 weeks and sort of grounding into being home. I got my green card so I can officially work in the United States. I'm from Canada. So that was really exciting, and so I'm just working with now the energy that now I can work. I am working with all the stuff that is holding me back, which is kind of subtle at this time. Like, it's not huge because I feel so ready to put my work out there, and but I'm going into the realm of recovery from addiction, abuse, and trauma, and it's an interesting realm. There's lots going on in it, and there's lots of opposing opinions and things like that. So I'm just stepping into the light and getting the courage to be the voice that I want to be. So that's sort of what's up with me, and it's been awesome to be looking at all that and really empowering. So I've been doing lots of work with my healers and just supporting myself as much as I can. And the last women's circle I held for me was in Mexico, and it was really powerful. Where I was, I don't know, the women down there were just awesome, and this woman up to be a leader down in Mexico, which was really exciting. And I'm just so, yeah. So I'm just really excited to be back on my home turf and keep connecting to the women here with this next cycle that's coming up. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
I hope.
Thanks, I hope.
Okay, I guess I will go next. I'm stoked to do the second round, like Dorlee had said. It's brought up a lot of shifts and changes and understandings for me. Doing the first one, I don't think I really realized that I could hold such a big container. And it gave me a lot of confidence to go forward in terms of my work as well. So as I'm healing all the past stuff with my lungs and moving forward, I'm excited with the class I'm taking with Maria as well as with this. It's really helping to keep me connected and fully present. So, and being in the moment. So, aho.
Aho.
Okay, so that leaves me. We're in autumn, so we're at the opposite side of everybody else. So it's a lot of clean out, a lot of clear out, a lot of tired, a lot of self-care. Next cycle is going to be interesting because I'll be in Vancouver and my group will be in Melbourne, and I'm trying to work out how to use technology to host my group in another country while they're in my centre, which will be interesting. Yeah, so it's just, I suppose, changing perspective, looking at things slightly different, and that kicks up my control freak control. So yes, there's lots of wrestling with what's perfect and what's not, and what's appropriate, and how does it work, and how does it look. And yeah, so fun and excitement.
Aho.
Oh.
Oh, Michelle. My darling Michelle. Okay, so I'll pick up the talking brother. Gosh, it's just been so fucking awesome. from the circle that we had in San Francisco with 19 women, 4 circle leaders. We did a amazing water blessing ceremony, and I couldn't have asked for more. It was just so beautiful, and everything, you know, that I preach, you know, on my big soapbox came together. You know, it showed me that this actually works, you know, like even from like donating, getting the space donated. We got this amazing old church that was a Pilates studio donated, and you know, it's just like there's many reasons why I wouldn't ask, and just like putting it out there and asking for what I wanted and being totally unreasonable with myself, and it happened, you know, like I had the vision of bringing 4 circle leaders together, bringing them to San Francisco, having this huge gathering, and it all happened. And it was just little steps that I had to take, just little steps. And it's all written in the handbook. You know, when I go and I write, when I read the handbook, it's there. And from there, I just did 10 days in nature. And I got to go to New Mexico and the Southwest and Utah and the Canyonlands, and get really far away from California. And California's loud, man. There's like a lot of chatter. And you get out of there, for me at least, you know, it was like, wow. It was quiet. It's nice. And it feels good to be moving out of the darkness, moving out of wintertime. And that's all I'm going to say about that for my personal share. And I'll complete. Really excited to be with you ladies, and really excited for what the cycle is going to bring. We're in cycle 6, and the significance of the number 6 is 6 is all about depth. It's all about so like where the 3 is the number of the Trinity or the goddess. The number 6 is, you know, the goddess represents creativity and art and music and expression. And oh my goodness, hi Valerie.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry if I'm a little bit late, but I was working.
No problem. Thanks for being here. Everyone, this is Valerie. She is our circle leader in Todos Santos, Mexico.
Hi.
Yay! And these are the ladies. We just actually went through and did a circle share. How are you feeling? Are you just arriving? Do you want to settle in before you share, or would you like to just jump right in?
Yeah, I'm sharing about what?
just where you are, how you are.
Okay, I'm good. I'm working right now I'm at a yoga studio, and so yeah, I just had people joining in the class, and so once I'm done working, I'm still at work, but I thought I could jump in still and join you. So I'm really excited.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you. This is a true miracle to have you with us, and you know, and to be able to see you, and to have, I think I was telling you this a little bit in an email, but the last cycle that we had, we were working on the translation documents to bring the work into the Spanish language. And I was just like dreaming and praying for a circle to happen in Mexico. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know, like, I was just sure that it was going to happen. And then Kelsey, a week before, you know, the circle, she's like, I'm inspired. I'm going to have a Worldwide Women's Circle. I was like, oh my gosh. And that's the power of intention, you know, when we're collectively working towards something, it happens. And there's a message in here for all of us in that. You know, we're all up to big things, and we're all, you know, we're all working the sacred purpose. And when you work sacred purpose, doing your prayers, doing your intention, it's important. It aligns you. It aligns us with the work that we're doing. Valerie, I'm going to ask you to put yourself on mute. Can you do that?
Yeah. How do I do that?
Are you on your phone?
No, I'm on.
Great. Okay. So, yeah, we're moving into cycle 6. This is our 6th Worldwide Women's Circle that will be happening on June 18th. And so significance about the number 6. Number 6 is all about depth, emotional depth, depth of music, depth of art, depth of creativity, and that sacredness. It's the number of marriage. It's the number of love. It's the number for like bringing your heart into all that you do. So that is the beginning of our theme. That is the theme for today's circle, is sacred depth. And the way that I've seen these live stream circles weave together is we start with one theme, and then it kind of becomes, it all just gets weaved together. Now, we're creating a circle, a regular women's circle, but there is a ceremonial aspect. There is a sacred aspect here. There's a shamanic aspect happening. And so there's like that overlay of dimensions. There's what's here, there's the physical reality, and then there's the shamanic experience that we're going to have. So pay attention to, you're in the container. What comes up for you? What feels really important? What are you called to do for your circle? What are some of the things that come up, the challenges or fears that arise while you're in this cycle? These are all really important to pay attention to. So speaking of the symbology, we have 2 animal ally guardians that have shown themselves to be wanting to join us for this cycle. The first is the spider. And the spider is, hold on, I have this cool I have this cool candle of the spider. And the spider represents wisdom and the web of connection. I kind of look at, the spider as mother. And we are all of the connections, right? So we're weaving with the great creator, the great mother, through the spider. So don't be surprised if the spider shows up in your life in the next 6 weeks. The second is the water dragon. And not only that, the black water dragon. The black water dragon is a powerful ally for me, and that's something you should know first. And I first found her on 11/11/11 when do you all remember where you were on 11/11/11? It's a pretty big day, and it was like a really powerful gateway for human consciousness. So there's the dragon. Equilini is her name. And she actually wouldn't even tell me her name until about 1 hour ago. Equilini is her name. And, the black water dragon, she's the dark feminine. The dragon represents primordial energy. So it has all the earth, water, fire, and air grounded in there. It's also a big symbol for transformation. And so when we have the guardian of, or the totem animal of the dragon, we're calling in big energy here. Yes, Equilini. Here she comes. So one of the things she wanted me to tell you and share with you is that she has a gift for you. And so be aware. We're going to tune back in with her, and I've even been called to offer a meditation here in the next few days just to connect with her, because she is big energy, but she's very I mean, she doesn't fuck around. There's no bullshit with her. But at the same time, she's very nurturing. So it's a gentle energy. It's the gentlest of the dragons. But, you know, we're in our leadership, our claiming of our leadership, we're going to come up against some stuff. You know, Kelsey, you're speaking of it. Just now that, like, that big thing is out of the way and you really have the ability to, like, do exactly what you've been talking about doing, there's just these little things that get in the way. And, you know, the dragon teaches us to look at it head on and to feel our power. We are powerful, and we are powerful united. So I want to welcome the spider and I want to welcome the dragon as totems for this cycle. One of the things that became very apparent in these last couple of cycles is how important the water is to what we're doing. The water is like, it connects us by the oceans, right? We're all water anyway. Our bodies are water, 70, 80% water. There's this conductive power in water. So, I mean, water is also the flowing feminine energy. So pay attention to the water as well. What are the messages in water? How much water are you drinking? Another thing that became apparent is self-care. Big time. We're doing this work. We become transmitters of the creator energy, and it's a huge receiving flow. So where are you in your receiving? How are you at receiving? And self-care is like the biggest way to take care of ourselves. So pay attention and make sure to take care of yourself. I think it's a lesson for everyone right now. There's just this big self-care message. Okay. The next thing is I created a worksheet. As in this, okay, number one, it's spring here, but in the Southern Hemisphere, it's actually going to the fall. So we have this balance happening, and it's continually happening the more we collaborate with each other, Michelle, the deeper we go and the higher we go. And it feels good, like, to know that that's happening. It's always happening, and we're going to bring more focus onto that. And I've even been called to maybe do some collaboration to make, like, our calling in of the directions more conducive to northern and southern hemispheres, and like some of the ways that we create ceremony together. It's going to change because we're being more inclusive. So, Michelle, do you have anything to say about that? Okay, good. All right, I want to share my screen with you. So I've updated the circle guide, and one of the things I put in there is the circle dreaming worksheet. And you can find this in the the guide to facilitating a worldwide women's circle. And since it's springtime, and even I think it's good to, even if for those of you going into the winter, it's a good thing to clarify. It's all about like that symbolism of planting the seed. Well, we plant the seed when we vision our circle, and we're going to follow through. We're going to follow it all the way to June 18th. So here is the Circle Dreaming worksheet. And it starts with, connecting to yourself, connecting to your womb, and connecting to the heart. And then stating your intention. As we know, intention is very important. It is the container. It's the beginning of setting the container. And then what do you personally hope to get out of this circle? And what do you want the women who participate to get out of the circle? How many women will be there? Who do you see there? And start to think about, like, what are they wearing? Who are they? Do you see them, are they, like, by name? Do you have a co-facilitator, guardian, or helper? And if you don't know of any of this, just write it down. Yes, I have a helper. I really want you to have helpers and guardians and co-facilitators. Where is your circle located? What is your space? When we did our San Francisco circle, we did not know where we were going to hold it. But I started to vision what it looked like. I had a friend like walk me through it, and I was imagining an old building with wood floors and these big wooden walls, and then that's exactly what we got. So there's power in this vision. Is there a theme? What are you sharing with the women? Is there something that feels important to you that's, you as a facilitator, as a circle leader, is there something that feels important for you to share? And I want you to start to trust that. And then doing some divination. So tarot or bones or whatever you do to divine. And then to free flow, just taking some time to write. So with my intention with this is to keep our eye on the prize. Some of us, and this happens every cycle, not everyone will finish, and it's totally okay. The biggest part is to stay in communication and stay connected, because one of the things I see is, now I need to stop the screen share. One of the things I see is that these women will run away. They'll disappear. They'll stop coming around. And that's not what we want. That's part of what we're trying to heal, in bringing the women together, is heal that well, I feel guilty, so I can't show my face because you're going to be mad at me, you're not going to like me, I'm not good enough, I failed. There's like all of these things that might come up. So it's important to stay connected to everybody. Let's see, I'm seeing some notes here. Michelle says, love the spider medicine. Dorley says, connecting to the energy of the cycle 6 with grace and ease. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, okay. So the other thing we created was, so we're still working on the website. The website is a work in progress, but one of the things we're going to have is a back end for the leaders to log in, and you'll have access to the leader's guide and the like some of the other things that we're doing, which I'm not going to tell you now because I'm learning how to hold the container and work with the right timing of things, and not just like, blah, here's this and it has typos and like, I don't care, it's not perfect, but here you go anyway. And for me, what I'm learning is that timing of this stuff is really important. And thank you to Doralee and Michelle for helping me out with that. And just being able to see that it doesn't have to go out right now. But the website is going to be a really important tool for us to use. So, okay, we have 10 minutes, and I want to keep the integrity of the call. So, I'd love to know what you're getting out of this. We can all share. We don't. If anyone has something burning or any questions or any comments, that's what this time is for. Just take yourself off mute.
I'll share just with my experience with being sort of disconnected. It was really great in Mexico to be disconnected. I was literally, sorry for the noise in the background.
No problem.
I was literally like offline a lot. Like we had no internet connection in our house. So I felt really disconnected from a lot of things, but I felt really disconnected from this especially. Like I was really craving to be in connection, and I was, really struggling with how I couldn't offer a women's circle because I was supposed to be traveling at that time, and so and I love gathering with women. So I had all these things, but it was so powerful to all of a sudden, I wasn't traveling, I got inspired, and I was able to offer that women's circle in Mexico, and it was the most powerful one I've offered yet. And I was just like, wow, this grid, this matrix that we're creating, this web that we're weaving, is really powerful. And another really cool thing I'm seeing is like, we're not the only ones doing this. There's other organizations and collaboratives coming together who are doing these global World Women's Circles, and I was just amazed. I'm amazed at this movement, and not comparing at all, but I just feel really, there's something really special about this network, the Worldwide Women's Circle, because I think what you were talking about, Leah, about how there's these different dimensions that we're weaving together, and that just grounds it and anchors it so much more strongly. So I want to say thank you to holding the container for all of us, and even though we're doing that collectively, you are that sort of really big anchor for us, and thank you for creating something that's so easily to be able, that supports us no matter what. Like I felt supported to be able to go to Mexico and do what I do every winter. And I also felt supported to tap back in when I needed to, and it was there, and I felt I was in it even though I was disconnected. So thank you very much, sister, for doing that.
Absolutely. Gosh, it's so my pleasure. And, there's like, if there's an idea, there's 100 people that have the same idea. And so the fact that this is also happening is just a confirmation of what, that we're going in the right direction. This is meant to be, and I'm not going to stop. I'm just so into my commitment to the world, to you women, to what I get out of it. It's so enriching for me to be a stand for you, to be a stand for women of the world, and then to also watch women also take that stand. It's like, it makes me realize why I'm here. And yeah, thank you for that acknowledgement. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Anyone else?
I like to share. Well, first, I'm really excited to be joining this, and I just found it like perfect timing also because it's something that many women in my community have been asking for, and somehow I had that feeling that I could be the leader, but I was like not, I don't know, I didn't feel like ready to take that step. And a week before, when I had the circle with Kelsey, I went. It was, I think, Women's International Day, I believe. It was like on that date. I went with a friend that she guided, like a little ceremony here in the beach, and she got really nervous. She kind of prepared something, but I guess she forgot, and she just passed me like that if I could help her, and guide it. And well, I wasn't expecting it, so I did something, I try to share it so that people can feel free, to like more confidence to share also, and it helped. So I felt really confident with myself. So I was like, okay, I guess I can be a leader. And then when I went with Kelsey, and I saw how, like, when she offered, when she said that she was, like looking for somebody, I felt like, okay, that's a calling. So yeah, I'm just really excited how it just all worked out like perfectly.
Yeah. And we're so happy to have you, and just know that you are so supported. This group of women is the most amazing supportive group, and we're here, if you're having challenges, if you're, your fear comes up, because this is all stuff that comes up when we're answering our call to leadership, and this is just one small example of how you can show up in your life. And I promise you, doing this circle and creating this is going to ignite something in you that is going to be more powerful than ever. It always starts as, for me, like you said, it's that call, oh yeah, maybe I could do this. And then it just, two things happen right in a row that are like, bam, right in your face. So totally welcome you here. And the Worldwide Women's Circle leadership page is there for you to check in, to just share with us, and also to get ideas. We have lots of resources for ideas for you if you don't have any, or you're having you need some. So we're here for you. We're happy that you're here, and thank you for stepping up and hearing the call. This is amazing. Who else? There's one other burning comment. Uh-huh.
I just wanted to speak to the amazing, amazing, amazing support network that this is. And yeah, really personally has supported me stepping out of my comfort zones and bringing what I feel very comfortable doing by myself, or maybe with like people that I already know, or in my own daily practice, really bringing that forward and as something that can be shared, because I find that that's something really important, and it's just been amazing to feel empowered, to be empowered, to help guide, and to be supported in the process. And this last circle in particular was like, holy moly. I'm still taking it in. It was the first circle where I asked my mother to join. The first time that I led a prayer, in our ceremony. Our circle was a ceremony. It's just like there's so many layers of like monumental things that occurred, and it wasn't just the day of the circle and connecting with all of the women all over the world, but it was the entire process leading into it, and the support of all of these cycles that have been created since last year, and I feel like it's a continuation, and it gets reinforced by all of our love and all of our participation. So thank you, LeahRose. You definitely are an amazing, amazing anchor for something that we are all needing in the world, and thank you for that. And thank you, each of you ladies, for showing up, because you are also anchors. And this is important work, and big things happen when women gather. So thank you.
Thank you. Aho.
Aho.
Okay, so we're going to close up. Now, the energy of this is meant to be open. It's an activating energy. We're going to call on the guides and guardians in the Southern Hemisphere to ground this energy down as we begin to fly with our vision. So I want us to all hold hands, and yeah, imagine we're all holding hands. We have each woman here, and let's see, we have like 52 other women's circle leaders of past, present, and future. We have our guardians and our allies, and we have all of the future women that will be stepping into their leadership as we step into this cycle. Let's all hold hands. Take a breath together. Just feel all of that. That is juice. That is good. That is yummy. We are all stands. We're all standing for each other. We're all loving each other. So the circle is open but remains unbroken. And I will see you on the interwebs. Feel free to contact me via email or Facebook, and stay in touch on the Worldwide Women Leadership Circle. We will see you in May. Aho.
Aho.
Oh.
Woo!
Love you, ladies. Mwah.
Mwah.